Right, hello, hello, hello. I just wanted to take a quick moment to welcome you to your 10th learning module. It's crazy to think that we're already into double digits for the semester and only have 6-ish weeks left. So I just wanted to real quick just highlight that this week we are learning about pollinators, specifically primarily honeybees. So obviously pollinators, there's lots of different pollinators. You'll hear a lot of information out there about monarch butterflies and how they're currently in decline and on the verge of endangerment. You'll hear about other pollinators like hummingbirds, bats, birds, those sorts of things. But the primary focus for this module and the pollinators specifically that we will be exploring the most are honeybees. And this is probably one of my favorite topics that we talk about throughout the semester. So you'll be watching this documentary, The Pollinators, which is pretty one of the newer documentaries that's out there. So it is a few years old now, but still very, very relevant in terms of the information that's shared and really what's going on with the honeybee population. So for the longest time, we referred to it as colony collapse disorder, or CCD is what you would hear a lot of people say. But now we've really started to talk more about the specifics around certain aspects of the agriculture system and the role that that plays on our pollinators. So it's a really great documentary that gives you kind of that full picture of what's going on with our honeybee population. And then you'll scroll down, you'll find a really awesome, it's just a short TED Talk that highlights really the first 21 days of a bee's life. And so I just think it's really interesting to look at and pretty short. You'll have some articles in here that talk about the information that supports and rejects this idea, right? So are we really experiencing a loss of pollinators, or is this something that's always existed and we're just magnifying it into something that it's really not? And then you've got your quiz for the week. This will talk specifically about that pollinator documentary that you watch. So make sure that you pay close attention to that. And then as normal, you've got your discussion board, and then you've got your current event for the week. I really do like this image. If you take a quick look, over here on the left is your choices within the grocery store with pollinators, and then how drastically those choices change without pollinators. So they say 1 in every 3 bites is thanks to the work of a pollinator. So it is something to really think about in terms of our food system and how food arrives at our plate, especially those things that we really enjoy. This also reinforces a lot of things that we've already been talking about, right? So that reality behind consumer choice, right? And we drive the market in terms of what we want and what we demand when we go to the grocery store. And so the documentary does a good job of reiterating that for us. So that is your week 10 learning module. I mentioned before we went into spring break, and I'll mention again that your signature assignment link is open, and there is a lot of information out there that you can go review in terms of the specifics around your signature assignment. So there's a specific video that walks you through what your signature assignment is. There is this summary sheet here that talks you through the different aspects of the signature assignment. You do need to go out and actually sign up for a specific topic that you will be doing your poster and your presentation on, as well as sign up for a poster presentation time. So make sure that you're going out and reviewing those 2 wikis and signing up for the necessary elements of that. The video walks you through how to utilize that wiki, but if you have questions, please let me know. There's also a rubric here that walks you through the specifics of how that signature assignment poster and presentation will be graded. And then the last resource right now that's available to you is how you cite those sources using APA. So if you do decide to start creating your poster and working through that, you do have to cite your sources, and you do need to use APA as the format to cite those sources. So this walks you through the logistics of how to do that. So those things are currently available for you now. You're more than welcome to start working through them if you would like. Otherwise, you can hang out for a few more weeks before you start working on it. Just know that that is something that we're working towards in those final few weeks of the semester. So as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic week. I hope you enjoyed your spring break. And I hope you're enjoying this unusually warm final week of the March month. I always think to myself, it's wonderful that it's so nice out, but I've never experienced a spring break as nice in terms of weather as we did this past week. So the garden is prepped and ready, and we've got some cold crop stuff in, but we are unusually ahead of things. So with that, I will leave you all. Enjoy your week.